Alex Beresford and his dad, Noel, embarked on the once-in-a-lifetime trip at the end of September as they began filming for BBC One's Celebrity Race Across the World. The duo completed an impressive 24 countries from Morocco to their final destination of Norway as quickly as possible whilst spending as little money as they can, and were crowned the winners on Wednesday night, reports The Mirror. Reflecting on their victory, Beresford said, "It feels fantastic. We feel like we're on top of the world right now." He added, "This is the toughest experience I have ever had. But we got to travel together, as men, and that isn't something that every father and son get to do, and for me, that's why this has been unforgettable and something that I will cherish for the rest of our lives." Meanwhile, his father Noel described the experience as something else, adding, "Alex kept saying to me, 'Come on Dad, come on Dad,' and I said, 'I'm right behind you.' He just kept pulling me along, and it's all worth it now." The presenter saw success on his travels after he swapped his usual suit for a backpack and boots, giving up his mobile phone and credit cards, along with having no contact with his wife, Imogen McKay. Prior to their big win, the 42-year-old spoke out about his decision to take his dad along for the ride instead of Imogen and explained that he thought it was an opportunity to spend more time together. Speaking to Radio Times, he said, "You don't get to spend this sort of time with your parents as an adult." Imogen was upset, as she loves traveling and she's a fan of the show. "But, as much as I love her and spending time with her, I'm not sure this was the honeymoon she'd want. With hindsight, I think I made the right decision." Alex and Imogen first began dating in August 2020 after a mutual friend set them up on a blind date. They were engaged 2 years later as Alex popped the question on a beach in Daya, Majorca. In September 2022, they traveled back to Majorca to get married on a romantic clifftop temple at the stunning Sun Marg estate. Despite planning their wedding 9 months in advance, the couple had not fathomed that their nuptials to fall on the same day as the state funeral for the late Queen Elizabeth, on September 19. Alex paid a touching tribute to the monarch the morning of his wedding before kickstarting the celebrations. He said, "I woke up super early and watched the start of it, the funeral, on TV in a cafe in the village," explaining that was his way of paying tribute. For their romantic ceremony, Alex's son Cruz from a previous marriage acted as his mini best man and the ring bearer, while his brother and cousin took on the role of ushers, and his 2 best friends, both named Leon, were his best men. Commenting on his wedding day, the broadcaster revealed that he couldn't contain himself when he saw Imogen walking down the aisle. He told Hello! Magazine, "When I turned to watch Imogen walking towards me, my heart skipped a beat. She looked amazing, so classically beautiful and exactly as I'd imagined." The weatherman went on to say that his cousin described the ceremony as like being in a movie, but noted that the most important part of their day was marrying the woman he loves. Imogen agreed she was overcome with emotion after seeing Alex at the white marble altar. Before tying the knot with Imogen, Alex was in a long-term relationship with former girlfriend Natalia Beresford, but the couple decided to part ways in 2019, but remained living together until Natalia and their 8-year-old son Cruz moved out 2 weeks before the first lockdown. It was a very lonely and isolating time for Alex, who admitted that he never expected to be single at 40. Speaking on the Get Britain Talking podcast, he said, "It's been a massive learning curve. I didn't think at the age of 20 that when I was approaching 40, I would be in this situation." The age of 40, you'll be married, you'll be a grown-up, you'll have a kid or two, your life is going to be set. I'm not old, I don't feel old, it's a bit daunting. But we've been in lockdown, so even if I wanted to go on a date, I couldn't go on a date. I don't want to grow old on my own, life is for sharing and it'd be great to meet someone in the future, but they have to be right for me, right for Cruz. When Natalia had to self-isolate for 14 days, Alex was unable to see Cruz and found it really lonely. He said, "I've realized how strong I am, but I am only strong because of the people I have behind me," he continued. As we kind of moved into the summer, myself and Natalia decided we were going to part ways, which, you know me. I'm not a quitter, and I hate quitting things. We tried to work through things, but at some point you realize the best thing to do for everybody is walk away, but walking away is never easy. He added, "We were in the same house up until the beginning of this year, knowing that we were parting ways, it takes a while to figure things out. One thing I didn't want to do is rush things. By being in that house, knowing we weren't together, we started to get on better, it removed a lot of the stress and expectation that a relationship can bring. It was so much to manage, we are only human and have feelings and emotions. The important thing is to open up and talk to someone about what you're going through." Join the Daily Records WhatsApp community here and get the latest news sent straight to your messages.